Namaste, mums and dads. Just wanted to share with you a little recap of our week and what we've covered at school this week. So I'm going to talk to you about the phonemes that we've covered, the tricky words that we'll be covering throughout the term, and something that we'll be sharing with you soon that will come home and support your child as you share your reading books together. So each week what we're going to do is on a Thursday or Friday, hopefully, we'll send you a little video that lets you know what sounds we've covered so that you have the knowledge here of whereabouts we are. And also, you know what's going to come next because it'll be on here too. So you'll be able to start sharing those sounds with your children and really support them as you spend your 5 minutes, 10 minutes each day reading together and practicing sounds and playing little games together to really support your child consolidate their learning from the week that they've had before. So, the sounds that we've covered this week, we've covered 4 sounds, which have been s, a, t, and p. These are the 4 units of sound that we've covered this week. And you'll notice that underneath each one there's a little dot, and we call that a sound button. And what we do is each time we say the sound, we press the sound button. So I say s, a, t, p. And that comes across when we use our reading books. So as I share reading books with the children, for example, on this page here, the boy is patting the soil, and we can see this the word here. And if I were to read this word, or support a child read this word, we would say p, at, pat, p, at, pat. It blends together. So I will sound out each sound. You know, the reason we're sharing this with you is because it's very different than when we were growing up as children, and we feel it's very important that as parents you know the difference in the different sounds, and then you can play games with your child. So these are the sounds we've learned. We can start to make a few words here. We can see straight away that we've got sat. I could also move these around, and you can just write these on post-it notes and play with your children with them. And you can even make silly words if you want to. You could call them alien words or monster words, but if I put these sounds together, I can make p, a, t, pat. Made a word. Awesome. And what we want to do is just really get the children to know these sounds off by heart. And that really comes across with reading too. So what we're going to send you very soon is a Phase 2 and Phase 3 reading card, which contains all the sounds that we'll learn throughout the next couple of terms. And it also has the tricky words on it that we'll be teaching the children. So each day you could write the sounds, or you could play games with the sounds, you could play hide and seek, you could play mix and match, you could play all sorts of little games with your child at home, and this will really consolidate the learning that they've had in the previous week. Additionally, you'll know where we are because we'll share a video with you each week, and you'll know what's going to come next. So if you're a little ahead of the game, because some children are already knowing most of these sounds, you can start to explore these sounds in Phase 3. You can start to experiment and play with words and start to dig a little deeper so that we really are consolidating this knowledge, because by the end of FS2, children are expected to be secure in Phase 3. So the next thing is tricky words. So throughout the next few weeks, the tricky words that we will continuously reinforce with the children are these ones. There are 6 tricky words, and each tricky word has an action. They're called tricky words because they don't make sense phonetically. You can't sound them out, and that's why they're tricky. And we teach the children that they're words you just have to recognise. So what we do is we share these tricky words with the children, and we give them an action too. So for this one, it's a capital I, so it's not I, it's the capitalised I, and the action is I. Nice and simple. I am used together with it. The next one is o. Well, it's not no, it's a tricky word, so we can't sound this one out. And that really emphasises that, doesn't it? Because it's not no. We know as grown-ups it's not no, it's no. So children just have to recognise that word. And again, these are all on here for you to share with your child at home. So we've got no, and the action for that is no. So we've got I know. The next one is to, which is sounds like to. So we hold on to our ear, to. The next one is go, and the action for that is go, go. This one is the, another tricky word, and we put our hands on our hips and we say the, like you're poking your tongue out at someone, a little bit rude, the. And the last one is into, 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 like you're putting something inside something else, into. So those are the 6 tricky words which we've introduced to your children. We have a little flashcard game every day, a little racetrack game, and we just practice these words together. So it's just repetition, learning by repetition every day. We start with these, and then we move on to the sounds of the day and the sounds of the week, and try and build our understanding of the sounds that we've got. I think that'll do for now. That's a 6-minute video, so I'll leave you with that. As always, if you have any questions or require any resources or are at a loose end with understanding, please do ask your class teacher. We are here to help you. We're all on the same team. We really want to help your child make as much progress as they possibly can this year so that they're ready for year 1. Please ask us at the door. Please write a message in the book. I look forward to seeing you next week. See you later.